Hello and welcome. The topic today with the editorial of Hindu is alert amid uncertainty. The meaning of this topic is quite clear. There is uncertainty and an alert amid that uncertainty is being talked about in this passage. Let us see what the subtopic says. The RBI holds interest rates citing concerns about inflation outlook. So, RBI holds interest rates. What does it mean? RBI doesn't decrease or increase the interest rates. It has left the interest rates unchanged uh, because it it expects some severity with inflation. It is more worried for the inflation outlook, and that has forced RBI to sorry to keep the interest rates unchanged. So let us see the passage itself. The RBI has prudently decided to keep its powder dry for now, citing the extreme uncertainty that characterizes the current outlook for inflation and economic activity. So, RBI, what is prudently decided? What is prudent refers to an action which is more thoughtful for future. So it has keeping in mind of the future, it has taken a decision to keep its powder dry. What does it say? Keep its powder dry. Keep its powder dry. Well, uh, this is a kind of idiom. It says ready for emergency. So, keeping in mind the future, RBI is ready for an emergency for now, for the present, uh, for the reasons of extreme uncertainty. The reasons are uncertainty, which characterizes the current outlook for inflation and economic activity. The current outlook for inflation and economic activity has suggested RBI to be thoughtful for the future and be alert for emergency that may arise. It may not arise, but it may arise too. There is some threat for emergency over there. Observing that the unprecedented shock from the pandemic has left the economy stressed, the RBI said that while the Monetary Policy Committee recognized the primacy of supporting a recovery, it was necessarily mindful of its inflation targeting mandate. So, this is the thing. The RBI made an observation. Observation was a severe shock from the pandemic. It says that the economy is highly stressed, overload, negativity, and it further added, RBI added that while the Monetary Policy Committee has recognized importance of supporting a recovery. So the first thing uh, central bank should do is to support a recovery, and uh, this came from the inflation mandate that were issued. Now, what was the inflation mandate? The picture on prices is clouded by many uncertainties. It says that the pricing of articles or goods is not clear. It is clouded by many uncertainties. It is not clear or transparent as of now. While the provisional June CPI inflation reading of 6.1% had edged over the upper bound of the mandated medium term goal of 4% plus minus 2%, a spike in food prices as well as cost push pressures from higher transport fuel and raw material prices were combining to obscure the inflation outlook. So, this sentence talks about too many things, but let us split the information. The first information is that there was a provisional forecast about inflation of CPI. CPI is commodity price index. CPI inflation was projected at 4% plus percent. Now, what came in June was 6.1%, so it broke the higher limit, and this is worrisome. What RBI had made a mandate, the actual figures overblew that mandate, and the spike of food prices is seen from the pressures of transport cost due to rise in fuel cost and the rise of raw material prices on account of fuel price rise. So this has basically clouded the inflation outlook. It is obstructing the clarity over inflation outlook. It is making the things obscure, vowing to ensure that the policy stance remains accommodative for as long as needed to revive growth. Governor Shaktikant Das emphasized that RBI was ready to act on rates once a durable reduction in inflation was cited. So, there are two things reported over here in this sentence. The first thing is that the policy thing is ready to accommodate, and it will continue to remain as such as long as it does not see a durable reduction in inflation. So, the policy will definitely come to interest rates, but then for that, a durable reduction of inflation must be visible. For now, however, the projections remain less than encouraging. It is not very encouraging. The projections are not very encouraging, not very supporting the reduction of interest rates. The latest round of households' expectations of price gains in an RBI survey shows that consumers expect inflation to remain elevated in near future, a finding that RBI's assessment broadly backs. Now, RBI has the assessment of higher inflation, and the RBI survey is also conducted by RBI, which had a similar assessment, and so these two are are same. Both reports are same, and this is a reconfirmation, or this emphasizes the point of view given by governor of RBI. The prognosis on the economy is also worrisome. What is prognosis? Prognosis refers to the outcome, the forecast. The forecast on economy is not happy. Why RBI expects the rural economy to turn in a robust recovery on the back of a strong showing by agriculture, a deterioration in consumer sentiment in the central bank's July survey undermines the prospects for a more broad based revival in domestic demand. So, this is the thing uh, which is being expected in future to come by. What is it? The expectation of RBI is resting on recovery from agriculture side, uh, and given the good monsoon, they expect a strong recovery due to agriculture, but a deterioration in consumer sentiment in July survey will erode the base, undermines, erode the base, the prospects for a broad-based revival in domestic demand. So, July survey is is being considered as an important benchmark to speak of the future outcome of economy. Additionally, external demand faces headwinds from a world economy in recession and as global trade shrinks. So, external demand is not progressive, it is shrinking, it is going down. The global trade is shrinking. So headwinds speaks of headwinds refers to a condition where there is opposition, where the forward march is getting opposed. Now the forward march of economy is getting opposed by of global trades. This is uh, uh, on the external demand side. Forecasting a contraction in real GDP in the current fiscal year, the RBI rather optimistically posits that an early containment of pandemic may impart an upside surprise to its outlook. So, GDP is being forecasted to have a contraction. This is their writing on the board in the current year, of course. RBI optimistically puts a fact, posits, give out a fact of argument. What is the argument? The argument is that early containment of pandemic may impart an upside surprise. So, if the pandemic containment is comes by at an early date, it will bring some surprises to the outlook of the conditions that we are facing today and bring about the change in what we assess today as on date. Interestingly, its analysis of macroeconomic environment skirts the potential challenges that heightened tensions with China, one of the India's largest trading partners, and in recent years a source of inbound foreign capital would pose to economy. So macro broad scale economy of broad scale, it says that the analysis given by RBI avoids skirts refers to it avoids the challenges due to tensions with China. Then what are the challenges due to tensions with China? The China was till recent days it was a good trading partner with India, and also was a good source of inbound foreign capital. Indian corporates were receiving lots of capital from China. Now, this is being avoided by the analysis, and this thing is something related to macroeconomy. The central bank has therefore opted to focus its energies on trying to untap the kinks hindering the flow of credit among more than adequate liquidity, wary lenders, and severely stressed borrowers. So, RBI, what the central bank has done is to focus more on lenders and borrowers who require abundant liquidity under such condition when the credit flow is hindered from the from so many areas. So the lenders are the banks, and the borrowers are the corporates who need money to run their businesses. Both must have adequate liquidity is what RBI is focusing on. The restructuring resolution and enhanced gold loan proposals mooted by the RBI acknowledge the sheer scale of pandemic's devastation on the finances of firms and households. Now, it says that quite recently RBI allowed enhanced gold loans. It enhanced the limit. Earlier, it was something like 75% of the gold value was allowed to be taken as loan. But that has been changed, and RBI now says you can have 90% of the value. You can take the loan to the extent of 90% of the gold value you deposit. Now, this enhancement speaks that RBI is accepting that there is a large scale devastation due to pandemic, both to firms as well as to households. The onus now is on Governor Das to ensure that the stability of financial sector is safeguarded even as loan terms are reset to protect otherwise viable businesses. And the other thing, the onus is on Governor Das. Onus means the ball is in the court of Governor Das to ensure that stability of financial sector is safeguarded by resetting the terms of loans and protect the businesses which 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 are quite viable but are suffering only due to this financial crisis. Any harm to financial stability risks undermining the economy as a whole. So the emphasis, the conclusive fact given by the author is that any harm to financial stability will risk the whole of economy and not sectoral or segment wise. So this is the passage today. I close it for now. Please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.